Try this again. Howdy and aloha. Welcome to my talk. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk. All right, howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Montauk. It is January the 9th, 2024. Basically, I'm going to be going over what a lot of things are happening in regards. Gosh darn it, I had such a good spiel earlier. Oh man, my spiel was just fucking great. And I didn't have my microphone plugged in, and I had this one turned off. I was like, fuck it, that was stupid. Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah, so what I'm going to be talking about is we've lost our way. There's no integrity. These dog and pony show hearings aren't doing anything. I'm just not seeing any honor anymore. I'm not seeing any accountability for anything that's happening, especially with this administration, because the lead level, the highest epsilon of justice, isn't doing justice. They're doing they're doing the bidding of the global predator class, pedo-predator class, the global pedo-predator class. It's a big title. But, I mean, you can add some more to that, but that's basically what they're doing. I mean, the WHO pandemic treaty is coming up on May. And the Democrats and the Democrats are all in on that. There are some Republicans that aren't saying shit about it, not bringing it up. And there's a lot of people in regards to this higher epsilon of so-called justice. We're talking Christopher Wray of the FBI. We're talking Merrick Garland of the Department of Justice. We're talking Mayorkas of Homeland Security Investigation, right? And Homeland Security Investigation, Justice. Right? You're just not seeing it. Nobody's seeing it. They keep saying they're doing it. They keep, we're doing this and we're doing that. We're doing this and we're doing that. But that's just vomitous spew, utter lies. From my perspective, it's just because nothing's happening. You're still having this giant influx. It hasn't hit. Look, it's going to hit your state so hard, right? You're going to be wondering, well, where did all the jobs go? Well, it went to the fucking 10 million people that came in with the past 4 years, right? What happened to the minimum wage? Well, we don't need to raise it because they'll work for fucking pennies, right? What happened to all your health care? We gave it to the illegal immigrants. California right now is giving them full medical, dental, full comprehensive. They're giving them Medicaid to them. People, when people can't even qualify or get any of it in the state of California, this is craziness, right? You got veterans still on the street. You got homeless still on the street. And they keep wanting to use this climate change claim shit crap. The most powerful governments in the world cannot solve homelessness. But if you pay more taxes and you give more money to these NGOs like the World Economic Forum, then you can change the temperature of the earth, right? I mean, for fuck's sakes, people. This is getting so stupid and ridiculous. It's just not. Mike Johnson has in bill to fund Trump. Oh, good. People are still concerned about him. There's a few things he's not doing, a few things he is definitely doing that I approve of, but I'm really concerned on where his heart or his core belief lies. And that's kind of where I'm getting to in regards to the title of this mono talk. And let me see, which is kind of long. I got to reread it here. Let's see, hopefully that's off. Yeah, it's off. Yeah. Soon to be lost words: truth, facts, integrity, and sanity. Honestly. I mean, come on. The truth, for some reason, gets, you know, pushed away at all costs. They don't want to, because some people either can't handle that you can't handle the truth, or they just don't want you to know the truth. Oh yeah, all that stuff. If you want to come on and talk about it, you're more than welcome. I'll send you the link. I think it's will work. I'm not sure. Things are a little tough, rough, tight. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so let me go back to here. I kind of want to show you this right here on me Facebook, right? And I think I have it right. Is it? No, it's not there. Hang on. There's my super cool Senator Eric Schmidt. That guy's a fucking beast in a good way. Or is it? No, it's this one. I gotta go here, not the Twitter. Hang on. Just a second. So this is happening. All right, this is it. How do you tell who's telling the truth? The ones trying to silence other people are the ones lying. That's so obvious. That's why I'm on my 7th fucking YouTube channel. Because I prove and show the hypocrisy and the processes and the propaganda and the lies that are coming, out of mainstream media 24/7. I am calling out government officials, departments, celebrities, all kinds of stuff constantly, because they're all spewing out vomitous masses of bullshit, all week long and twice on Sundays. It's pretty sad. And it's also very alarming at the same time that they're even able to do this. And that they're even able to push out this insanity. They keep fear mongering, right? It's just constant. But the biggest thing is these dog and pony show hearings are just really starting to get under my skin because nothing's happening, right? I'm not seeing anything happening except for a push for an impeachment of Mayorkas. That's it? Just Mayorkas? You're not going to go after Ray for withholding Hunter Biden's laptop or all the information and breaking into fucking James O'Keefe house and people being harassed and thrown in jail for a thing that was set up by the Democrats regarding J6. You're not going to go after that guy? How about Merrick Garland, who doesn't even understand, who understands it, but has a totally different agenda to only seek out those, to only help those that are on that side of the aisle. Or actually, these three individuals, Ray, Garland, Mayorkas, are doing the bidding of the World Economic Forum and their agenda, period. Right? The Democrats are fully in line with that. I keep telling everybody, what people were saying about the Great Reset back in 2020, right? Maybe in 2019, 2020, 21. Oh, there is no Great Reset. And all of a sudden now there is a Great Reset. And now there is a new industrial revolution. Now there is in a sense, Fourth Reich coming, right? It's coming. They're not stopping. They're all in on this, people, and they're going to do whatever they can to conceal the truth. People like me that just bring information to you. I'm just bringing the information to you. If, like I always say, if you have any questions, concerns, or maybe my sound isn't on, let me know. Or put in the comments, hey, you said something about this. Where did you get that information from? I'll send you the documentations. I'll send you the links. I'll send you the videos. I'll send whatever it is you need to see. You will get it here, or you can go to fthewef.org or DIYliberty.org, and most of it's in there. Just go to the blog page. You'll see a bunch of information in there in regards to a lot of things, and you'll see a lot of memes in there and a few pictures and a lot of information with links, and a lot of links to other people that are in the same arena than I am. Basically fighting that fight against the Ministry of Truth, 1984 Orwellian Ministry of Truth. A lot of people. It's just pretty nuts. Let me. I might as well show you real quick where this is at. Oh, look, my stream is f2wf.org. I'm just waiting for it to come up. There it is. So if you go to, I believe that's a toolkit. Yeah, we need to put that guy away. I fully agree. Then he's going to be able to, he's blaming a black girl for doing all that stuff, which is going to happen. Those against the WF and WHO ETL, all these, if you can see them, let me get this. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh, wait, what am I grabbing here? Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one right here. Okay. Anyway, I'll just put it here. And let me show you. So if you go up here, oh man, this thing needs to be smaller here. Yeah, there we go. I'll just scroll up. Go to all these websites. They're pretty much on the same page I am. And what is this here? I got this up. I got this in here twice. What the hell is going on here? Oh, I know why. Anyway, let me get rid of that. Boop. Okay. So anyway, and you just scroll down. Scroll down. You can see Aloha Freedom Coalition, Rise Up, and NewHampshire.org, Make Americans Free Again, New Earth Project, The Unjected, that's a cool site for people who want to date unjected people. VT Vault, there's some, I usually put them at the end of some new ones. There's some I need to add. Rare Foundation, StopWorldControl.com. I'm just kind of spewing out what's on here. Who else? And then there's a lot of videos of people that are speaking out. I'm on my 7th YouTube. Here it is right here. There's my Twitter. You can contact me. I'm right here. I'm in the open. I'm not hiding. I don't put on a mask. I don't put up in a fucking emoji. I'm an American citizen, and I deserve, like anybody else, their First Amendment rights to have their own points of view, their own claims, their own theories, their own perspectives, have debates, talk amongst other people, etc., etc. Ika House kind of been out there, Beauty and the Boomer all day long, Slow News Day, Frank Analysis, not so much recently. Roar Media, yeah, Last American Vagabond for sure. The Conscious Resistance, he does Kim Iverson, and Awaken JP. What's Her Face? You gotta watch that chick. She's fucking hilarious. Ben Schwann, James Corbett. James Corbett was just on Dr. Drew. Epic. He's gonna be back on, and it was weird because Dr. Drew. Let me just show that real quick because Dr. Drew, and I'll get back to that. Was kind of, he was very respectful, but at the same point he was kind of learning from James Corbett. It's like James Corbett was somewhat of like a professor to him, the way he was speaking to him. It was really respectful. It was just a very well done interview. I was very impressed that Dr. Drew gave James Corbett that time, which he definitely deserves. He's had 2 or 3 YouTube channels. I'm on my 7th or whatever now. But anyway, that was just a really great interview. I recommend you guys seeing Dr. Drew and seeing that interview and then learning more from James Corbett because the guy really has done his research. He's been in this game since 2006. He's seen it. He's seen every side, up, down, every dimension, and he tells it like it is. But he also has a course on journalism. He has a course on how to research this information, where to go. It's just amazing what he has. And as soon as I can, I'm going to take that course. It's only like $49.95. But I hear from everybody it's just brilliant because it really teaches you where to dig, how to dig, where are the where are the investigative journalists? They're just not out there right now. They're out there, but they're not on mainstream media. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. So let's get that out of the way. Shore also puts Trump's prosecutor, Fauci retired, getting 24-hour security. Of course. Yeah, people are fucking. People want to get rid of him. Like, literally get rid of that guy. Because of the shit that he's done. But on this site, you'll see there's a lot of people. I got Redacted's in there, not Lee Camp. Lee Camp's. He was never said anything about the lockdowns or the mandates or the masks. He's just he him and Ron Placone and Graham Elwood were just wimps. Wimps. They turned into soft jelly pudding when it came to that stuff. No huevos. No courage. No clarity or courage whatsoever. Jason Burmis, super trooper. Russell Brand, just I can't watch him. Sometimes it's just annoying. But he's got some good stuff on it. Misty Facts on the Ground. She's always got some political matrix. Propaganda Live. I haven't seen that kid in a while. Max Blumenthal for sure. United Spot. Redacted. I put that in there twice. Global Research. Fearlessly Authentic. That's with Honey and Steve Calder. Great, great show. Allison Monroe. What happened to her? Super awkward funcast. Al comes on here every once in a while. She's wonderful. She's got some good information. I think she still has a little bit of, like a lot of people do that I've noticed, they have the Trump derangement syndrome or just a speck of it, and it's just amazing that I'm still seeing that. Rebel Capitalist, great show to watch. Ask Dr. 2. Kwok Brothers, those guys had a lot of good information. The Gray Zone, Facts Matter with Roman, excellent. John Bush, good stuff. TFTC, I don't know what that means off the top of my. Due Dissonance, very new, doing really well. Got on Jimmy, great work, you guys. I wanted to eat Bertie's. I don't know if that. Geoengineering watch. That's the cloud seeding crap. This guy's fucking totally against it. Revolutionary Blackout, good guys. Hillsdale College, always good. Get Natalie Burnell, Jordan B. Peterson. United Spot. Oh my gosh, it's snowing outside. Okay. United Spot, Benny Johnson, always good, always good. There's a few more I need to add in there, but before I do that, I have got to blow my nose, guys. So give me a second, okay, if you don't mind.
soon. Mr. Ray, do you remember on October 18th when the Capitol complex was illegally occupied, breaking same laws that you have hunted down Americans for from January 6th? Are you familiar with this?
I don't recognize the picture that you're holding.
Well,
Yeah, he knows. Sorry, thank you. Very good. Yeah, he knows. He knows exactly what she's talking about. He knows. He knows exactly what she's talking about. He knows what she's going to be saying. He knows. He's the fucking FBI. He knows. His job is to know 3 moves ahead of everybody else. That's his job. So she has to point that out all the time because most people don't realize it. These people look like, oh, I've never seen that shit before. Bullshit. That's such bullshit. Thank you, Jordan, for pointing that out, by the way. Okay, so his mannerism, you just got to watch. This is what really fucking pisses me off about these fuckers. Mayorkas, Garland, Ray, whoever else is on the democratic side. You just got to watch these fuckers. It's just crazy. Well, like I said, it's just more obvious, right? Let me tell you the study that I was going to talk to you about. 20 years ago, we got emojis express emotions, right? Well, they took 17, 18, 19-year-olds and they had a study and they showed them faces of people and different emotions. And they came up with a few emotions, et cetera, et cetera. And they took 30, 40, 50-year-olds or older and they showed their emotions or the facial expressions that these people were putting in these black and whites that they were showing them. And the younger you are, the least you're able to see or recognize what that emotion is really saying. Like if somebody's in like panic, let's just say distraught, right? You're distraught, like, you're kind of you're like curious, but yet a little standoffish, right? The kids couldn't get that because it takes time to learn these feelings, to learn how people react and respond, and then you become familiar with it over time. Wisdom makes a difference. Wisdom makes a difference. And if you've noticed this, that's why they want to get rid of old people, because anyway. So you got to look at this guy's mannerisms because it's just fucking, it's very revealing and disturbing at the same time. Here you go. Hang on.
Well, because maybe your agents haven't been doing a good job into investigating the organizers that broke the law, illegally occupied this very building that we're sitting in right now, and over 300 of them were arrested. Some of them attacked police officers. I haven't seen on the news where the FBI is hunting them down with helicopters, tanks in the streets, raiding their homes with flashbangs, targeting these people.
Yeah, it's like you're in the same building that happened in, and you don't recognize that picture. He fucking recognizes it. It's just, right there. I just would have laughed as soon as he says, "Well, I don't really recognize that picture." He goes, "You're kidding me, right?" That's the first thing I would have said. You're kidding me. You're the FBI, and you've never seen this picture before. How about the background? Notice anything about the background? Oh my God! Sometimes the way they question these people.
Watching these people, throwing them in jail for them to stay in pre-trial in solitary confinement for years before they ever face trial.
Yeah, thank you, Barack Obama and George Bush for the Patriot Act and the NDAA. National Defense Authorization Act. You know, no right to an attorney, right? No defense. You just, if you're labeled as a terrorist, they just keep you in jail. Isn't that fuck? That's how communistic slash authoritarian slash tyrannical dystopian can you be? To want to be with a party that pushes that shit. Well, there you have it, the Democrats. But he's all about that, and that's what those people are going through, and that's what she's pointing out. But you got to watch his expressions. This is what gets me.
Want to know what this says? I'll tell you. This is one of the organizers' phones, and this is a chat, and it says at the top, Global Intifada. Now, while we're talking about terrorism today, are you familiar with the term intifada?
I've certainly heard the term.
Do you know the definition?
I'm not going to try to define it, but
It means Arab uprising or jihad.
I'm not going to try to define it. You're in those Mayorkas, Homeland Security, right next to him, and he's the FBI. He's done extensive research on that title, and he knows exactly what she's going to say, what she's presenting, everything. Yet he comes off as just kind of belittling it, just passe, kind of a jovial process, like, yeah, go ahead, I'm listening, go ahead, what's going on, right? Which he knows. This is the fucking, oh my God.
Are you concerned about jihad in this country?
I am, and I have consistently testified to that effect.
Yes, but are you interested in using the FBI? You are the director of the FBI. Do you hunt down terrorists in our country? Those that would be responsible for jihad?
Absolutely, and that's why we've had jihadist-inspired terrorism at our highest national threat priority level since the day that I started as FBI director.
Do you still use the Southern Poverty Law Center as a source? You use them. The FBI used the Southern Poverty Law Center as a source when targeting Catholics. Are you still using the Southern Poverty Law Center as a source?
Congresswoman, what I think you're referring to is the so-called Richmond intelligence product,
Yep.
which as soon as I learned about it, I was horrified, withdrew it. We had an inspection done, and part of the problem that we found with that particular product, by that particular office, is precisely what you're talking about, the reliance on
Product.
The Southern Poverty Law Center and the way in which they relied on it.
Well, you relied on the Southern Poverty Law Center, but I would have you know, Mr. Ray, that
they use that process or that system just so, because I'm concerned about kind of where she kind of just went there, is to research everybody, to put people in jail for J6. That's what she kind of failed to mention that, which, because she's pissed, and I guess she's emotional. But the problem is, we need to have a coffee party in the White House. Yeah. We need to have a lot of things. The White House, definitely, Jordan. So the thing that she's totally... Okay, yeah, we need Trump and monitor. Hey, I'm game. Let him know. I'll fucking join up in a heartbeat. Put me in your administration, whatever. I'll do whatever I can. I know that I'm going to be fair. I know I'm going to be just. I know I'm going to be honest, transparent. I'm going to do whatever I can to, I don't think I'm going to dress perfectly, though. That's the problem. I am going to wear a suit and tie. I'm going to respect the position for sure, but it might be a little loose. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not going to wear a fucking hoodie and board shorts like John Fetterman. What the fuck is that still about? Anyway. But what she's saying, what I think she really needs to kind of get to here is, and which I think she's displaying, is always remind people what these people do, what they're capable of doing, and what they're using it for. That's a place where she kind of, a moment where she could have said, so you decided to use it on Americans, right? God-fearing, family-loving, country-loving Americans. Maybe they're farmers, for God's sakes, or whatever the case may be, tax-paying, but you won't fucking go after these people. Is that what you're saying? Holy Jesus. But anyway, I can't say that out loud. Let's listen to the rest of what she's saying here. And then I want you to watch his response. Like all of their responses.
This one right here, this person involved in the global Intifada group that illegally, they broke the law, came in and occupied the Cannon office house building, interrupted Congress, interrupted hearings. Right here, Katrina Bleakley is the lead attorney for the Southern Poverty Law Center. Were you aware of this?
Congresswoman, as I said, I haven't seen the photos that you're holding up before.
Maybe, well, I posted them on my Twitter account. It's public. Maybe
I don't
you guys
spend a lot of time on Twitter.
Well, I posted them on my Twitter. House building, interrupted Congress, interrupted hearings. Right here, Katrina Bleakley is the lead attorney for the Southern Poverty Law Center. Were you aware of this?
Congresswoman, as I said, I haven't seen the photos that you're holding up before.
Maybe, well, I posted.
That fucking... Talk about disrespect. Talk about belittling her accusation, actually. Her point of relevance was to say, look, the place you used to go after Americans, you didn't use to go after somebody that works there that's a part of this insurrection that was in that building. Same fucking thing. Worse. Just craziness. I would say worse, but it was crazy. Not as big, but crazy. And nothing happened to those people. Not a fucking thing. Right? Some of them got arrested. They're all released. No big deal. Misdemeanor, slap on the hand, whatever. But nothing. They weren't investigated. They're tied to, like, I don't know, maybe a terrorist group. Maybe they're, We know there's a difference between Palestine and Hamas. I know that. But still, you want to, it's like it doesn't fucking bother him. It's just the manner. Do you notice the mannerism of these fuckers? Right? She's just laying it out there, but still he's like, I don't know. Let's continue because I'm just telling you, it's just amazing.
Posted them on my Twitter account. It's public.
It's right fucking there for you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't give a shit.
Maybe
I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter.
Well,
Look at that smart ass fucking remark, and look at the look on his face. I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter. Fuck you do. The fuck you do. That's why you put people in jail, because you all spent fucking time on Twitter. Right? And look at his remark. The thing that people kind of aren't getting here is they truly believe they're untouchable. They truly believe they're never going to go to jail. They're not going to get impeached. Nothing's going to fucking happen. And they're fine and dandy. Because they don't fear the people. They don't fear the process. They're so compromised. They're so compromised. We have no power to put any of these people in their place, which is jail. This guy deserves jail for the way he's handled pretty much everything. Mayorkas, jail. All of them, their administrations, everybody. Not all the FBI. Not all the Homeland Security people. A lot of them are just following orders and getting paid. I get it. Right? But the top people that know what the fuck is going on, giving this country away, right, to the global predator class, that's what's happening. They don't like what's going on, but they can't say anything. And this guy's like, yeah, fuck you. You're not going to get me. Look at that. That's what he's saying. What does that look? I see what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. Get this over with. You're wasting my time. At least I'm getting paid no matter what. That's what I'm saying these people are doing. They really truly don't believe they're just, I'm untouchable. You can't touch me. I'm in the FBI mafia. You can't, I'm in the new mafia of the Department of Justice. I'm in the new mafia of the FBI. I'm in the new mafia of the Homeland Security. You're not gonna think of me out, right? Not putting down any Italians. But they don't think they're going anywhere. They think they're just they don't care. It's not that they don't care. It's that they don't have to care. They believe they have enough power on their side, enough money, enough resources. They're being told by the global pedo predator class, not fucking Biden, not Obama, right? They're being told by people that actually run these countries across the planet that don't worry. We own the fucking CERN Hadron Collider in Switzerland and the most powerful equipment and fucking military on the planet. Nobody's going to do anything to you, dude. Just keep the course, follow the fucking script, and keep going. And keep going. I regret drinking this, by the way. Now my head doesn't feel. Now I feel like I got a headache. I never get headaches. It's weird. And ever since I drank it, my nose has been running. Sugar is the devil. I'm telling you, sugar is the devil. Unless it's a chocolate cake or it's a chocolate dip Dairy Queen ice cream cone, then it's not the devil. I'm just not. Yeah, but they don't give a shit. I don't have to go through this entire thing because you see the look every time. They don't think they're touchable. They don't feel a threat. They don't feel like anything's going to happen to them. They don't give a fuck. They don't. They're constantly doing the, well, I believe that would be something that we need to get with my fellow agents and go over, and I'll get back to you. Oh, yes, something like that has happened, and I can assure you that we'll look into that further. If that were to happen, we would be absolute. We are working on that right now. That's, just, that's it. You're seeing that all. I can do it. That's all they're fucking doing. They don't care. They truly believe that none of this makes a hill of beans to them. They're completely in this realm of protection, which they are. That's the most alarming part. There's a lot of money and a lot of resources and a lot of reputations that are on the fence regarding this. Epstein Island. If you notice that list of everybody on Epstein Island, I am going to say at least 90%, maybe more, are Democratic supporters. Isn't that interesting? Do you find that more interesting or more alarming? Because if you find that interesting, then you're not getting it. If you find it extremely alarming, then you're definitely getting it. Because at least 90% of the people that are on their name that are associated with Epstein Island, especially the ones that have been there the most or have gone to the actual island once or twice or three times, that at least 90% of them are people, high celebrities, high political figures, high corporate figures that are Democratic supporters. What does that say? What does that say? If you understand what the Epstein Island was for, then you'll understand what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is these guys are protecting that too. They have all that information about Epstein. They have all the information about Hunter. They have all the information about Russiagate. They have all the information about the bullshit that's happening to Trump right now regarding Georgia. You fucking name the state, Colorado, wherever. They have all the information to show. They can look and check the phone calls, the emails. They can look. They know exactly what's going on. All three of them. They could go back and check every single phone call that I made or who I'm talking to. They could check who I've been speaking to or talking to in Facebook or whatever the case may be. At any moment, at any time. And they know this is the power they believe, they actually do wield. They wield this power. They have access to it, but they won't let that out. Right? They know the conversations between Pelosi and the guards or the Capitol Police. They know the conversations between the FBI at the time, security, military, everybody. They have all those conversations. They have all those text messages. They have everything in regards to J6. They have it all. But guess what? You're not going to see that. You're not going to see that, and I'm sure they've destroyed as much as they can. Maybe somebody, if we're lucky, has stashed away some. Maybe there's somebody decided to keep, which would be smart on their part, to keep what they call a safe goat, a safe pass, a safe. They're out in a sense. If the shit comes down, they'll go, look, I got this fucking tape of you and that person, conversations, your voices saying this happened. You get me in fucking trouble, you're going down with me. That happens. I guarantee you they have that too. The corruption level and the smirkiness, and you see, if you've watched old movies of like Capone movies. You ever watch that where he's in trial? He's just like, fuck, he ain't never gonna get me, copper. I see the DA going after me. He ain't got shit. I got this entire fucking city paid out. I got the judge bought. I got the fucking attorneys bought. I own the restaurants. That's what they're at. That's where they're at. That's how they think. And the smirk on their faces every time they get some kind of serious or question that maybe they're being put in a position, they're just like, okay, sure, that's something that we do on a constant basis, blah, 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 blah. And it's just they belittle it all. Like it just doesn't fucking matter. And they have their expressions. They're supposed to do that. They don't want to show, as the script goes, they don't want to be shown any weakness, stuttering, any problems, any I gotcha moments. Just lay out a path, do this. Mayorkas is constantly saying, well, we do that and we don't do this. This is something that we do. And it has nothing to do with the fucking question you're asking the guy. I've seen that 1,000 times. They're asking a direct yes or no question. And he goes, well, according to our policies, no. It's a yes, you can't... It's really tough to get a yes or no out of these fuckers because they're so fucking guilty. Jimmy Kimmel is about to lose his mind. He is on the list. Aaron Rodgers took a jab at it. Yeah. Oh. But there's more to that list than that in that trial. Okay? What people need to understand is when they cleared out and went after Jeffrey Epstein, they gathered a lot of information. Just the Ghislaine Maxwell trial is a tiny piece, maybe a eighth of everything that the FBI, Department of Justice, Homeland Security has. There's so much more that people don't even know about. There's tapes, there's videos, there's probably documentation, there's real names, there's the flight logs that you're seeing aren't all of it. There's so much more. I hope that room is sanitized. Aren't you going? Yeah, these people are just fucking shitheads, man. They're just shitheads. All right, let's go through. I'm going to go through my brave real quick, but just letting you know, these guys truly believe they're untouchable, and that's a shame that they're in that position. They don't care. They've already sold their souls to the fucking devil anyway. Pretty much, that's basically what they've done. All right, so let's go down here. I'm going to show you. So I was watching. I sent this to Snork today regarding this guy. His name is Willie Soon. S-O-O-N.
In the United States, we often
I
refer
think
to our
he's
main
Chinese.
sources of energy as
Let's listen to him.
going back to all the major libraries, from Galileo first point all the way to present point, basically found that this phenomenon is true because during that period, the sunspot was not there, not because nobody was watching. There was at least observed 80% of the time during the 70 years. You see, it's so unique, that period. But now we're beginning to try to learn what happened there. So during that period, we really think that the sun was so much dimmer, was substantially dimmer. This is why you have this little ice age phenomenon. All the Thames River were froze. We have the
He's talking about
not afraid of anything except for just telling the truth. And I'm glad to have this opportunity to say such thing in your show.
so. I mean,
50 miles in, that you actually can form complex hydrocarbon. You got benzene, you got ethane, you got all this other stuff
Yes.
forming. So that proved beyond doubt that you have such a way to make this. Plus that Titan proved beyond doubt. You actually see methane also. In all the atmosphere of Jupiter, you even find benzene in the rocks of Mars. And then for me, astrophysicist, I can tell you even more. You find this complex hydrocarbon called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon. It's another one of those complex hydrocarbon. That actually you found it in interstellar space within stars, intergalactic space. These are everywhere. Because temperature there are cold and probably the right pressure condition, all this complex hydrocarbons.
Well, it's kind of incredible because all of us, and including myself until very recently,
right.
assumed that all of our main energy sources are these so-called fossil fuels, and of course their existence is going to be limited by the amount of fossils, by the amount of decaying organic material.
Not so.
So if that's
Is it
not
okay?
so, then we need to rethink a lot of things.
A lot. I think this one fit into a paradigm by a famous economist that I like very much. His name is Simon. Do you know about this guy named Simon?
Julian Simon.
Julian Simon, yeah, the key guy, University of Illinois and then Maryland. He was the guy who said that the ultimate resource of humanity or Earth is actually not all this material thing like uranium, gold, because uranium, there are far more uranium in the oceans than on the land, right? You have 4.5 billion tons of uranium in the ocean. You have only 17 million tons of that.
All right, I'm not going to get into all this, but what I'm going to tell you is the claim that now climate change was based okay. This guy also could change the price of oil. I'm telling you right now. Because there are people out there, and he's one of them, that have proven that these reserves, like these aquifers, they call them, of oil reserves in the ground, were made from algae, vegetation, animals, dinosaurs, right? Compressed, turns into sludge, turns into crude oil, fossil fuel. That's not the case. That's what we're, and that we would run out. But there is more oil in this planet than people could ever imagine, because it's constantly still being made. We are realizing that it's continually being made, more so than we're tapping into it, as a matter of fact. It's just the way the earth, it's just the way it moves around, it's just the way it makes this mixture. It's constantly being created by the millions of gallons a day, or barrels a day. And they want you to believe that this stuff is just going to go away soon. So, there's that argument that's being debunked. There's just so many regarding climate change. Just crazy. Trump turned Epstein into the feds. He did? I didn't know that. Do you have a link on that? Did you send the link? Do I have it? I mean, is he the guy that actually said, "Well, this is pretty fucked up"? I mean, if that's the case, that would be amazing if we had actual proof of that. That would be just amazing. Because maybe he was in that to maybe they used Trump to get close enough to get enough information for them to go after him. You guys think that's possible? That's highly possible. Because he was going after all the big people. He and Ghislaine Maxwell they had a list of people they were going after. And it was everybody that had a lot of fucking money and that had influence. And Trump has always had influence. He's always been a celebrity. And they were going after him. That could be possible. If you have a link on that, I would love to see it. Or something to clarify that, for sure. Right? To clarify that. But in regards to oil, no, it's just, there's tons of it. Yeah, this we're constantly drilling. We can poke it at any part, pretty much. It just depends on how deep you go. It's fucking in there. My only concern about oil is the spills. I don't like the spills. Instead of spending money and sending it to Ukraine, do you guys remember Event Horizon? You guys I think it was like 2014, 2013. Let me see the big oil spill. I'm going to look that up real quick because I'm really interested to see oil spill, biggest oil spills in the Gulf. Okay. And I think it was this one 13 years ago, Deepwater Horizon. Deepwater Horizon. Right. And hopefully I won't get a commercial. I'm on Brave. Alright. This is the thing I'm worried about. This is a little tiny. Oh, back when the screens were smaller. That's trippy. Alright, these birds are just covered with oil. There it was right there. Deepwater Horizon site. Right. On 1,300 feet. Down into the earth. I want to show something here real quick. Let's see if they'll show This is the thing that got me right here. So we're spending money on Ukraine when we could be developing ways to tap into this source of energy, which it is. And there's others out there. Soon they'll start using the Tesla stuff, but not yet. This stuff pollutes my ocean, man, that I surf in, right? That I bathe in, that we count on. It's bad. The ocean has a way of desalinizing it or just kind of condensing it. I've seen it. But if you overdo it, you're going to create some bad spills. It just really affects the plant life, the ecosystem, the whole thing, which I care about for sure. But instead of sending, $700 billion a year to the military industrial complex for the past 20 some odd years, can we put a little money into the technology of this? Maybe making sure that the reservoirs, or if we drill into these things, will be able to seal them off if any type of scenario action happens. Can we do that? Can we do that? Yeah, we can. We spend money on the stupidest fucking things, I swear to you. Yeah, and Trump threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. I know that. I know that. Yeah, but I would like to see the article on he turned him in. I want to see that for sure. But here's the thing. This is where we need to focus our energy. We need to clean it. Look, we are terrible at pollution management. It's bad. I'm telling you. If you've swam in the ocean or surfed in the ocean, you'll see the pollution. You see it coming up on the shores. It's always straws and fucking tops of fucking McDonald's cups constantly. In the past year or two, or at least 2 or 3 years when I went down there. When I was there in 2021, I saw fucking 3M masks everywhere, all across the beach. Everywhere. Mask, everywhere. Yeah. Way to go, Democrats. Right? But it was bad. That's my issue here, is the technology and harvesting. And I'm damn sure, I bet you that physicist would definitely be able to find ways or do, if he was funded properly. I mean, Snork has ways. I mean, I would love to see Snork with Tucker Carlson. I probably could try to find a way to set that up so he can talk about the pollution that's out here, right? I think he could figure that out. And there's the longest running oil that's containing the longest running oil spill in U.S. history. Stuff that's still happening out there. Yeah, I don't like. You can't deny this stuff. And then they have a new oil cap process 13 years ago that they're creating. Yeah, whatever. Right? They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Yeah. All right, let's. I'm gonna jump over to my TikToks, and then I'm gonna skedaddle. They're not cleaning. Look at the 17 states with these strong wind storms, including. Wait, did I get? Hold on. Including my city. They are not cleaning. Look at these 17 states with these strong wind storms, including my city. Yeah, they're not cleaning. Yeah, I just want it clean, man. Look, we pollute. I get it, but we just got to manage it better. We got to kind of be conscious of it. Let's just say that for damn sure. All right, I'm going out here. Let me see what I got here at this. What do we got? Oh, this is a good one. This is my favorite. You guys know who that guy is? That's where you sent your money to, Democrats. And a lot of you right pig-looking motherfuckers. God damn it. Yeah, that's where you sent your money to. Melania's mother passed away? Oh, jeez, sorry. That's terrible. Holy bejesus. Look at this fucking shithead. Actor. He's a fucking actor. They're all fucking actors. So bad. That is so bad. That is just terrible just to watch that. It's terrible. Terrible. All right, let's see what else we got. So Lou Dobbs, I think, was back. I just want to show this real quick. Where's the volume on this? I thought I just had the volume on this.
President Donald J. Trump. Mr. President, it's great to see you, and we're now in the 8th year of the political persecution of President Donald J. Trump.
So I don't think there's ever been a time like this. I think we're very close to being at the end of our country as we knew it. The hope is 2024. We're not respected at all. And 3 years ago, we were greatly respected. And 3 years ago, we were energy independent.
An estimated 10 million illegal immigrants just since Joe Biden took the Oval Office. That is extraordinary by any measure. It is an extraordinary development that no one could have imagined an American president inviting, which is exactly what this president has done.
We have the worst numbers we've ever had. 3 years ago, we had the best numbers we've ever had. And that included not only people coming in, it included drugs, human trafficking. We had the best numbers in everything, almost every category that we've ever had.
They cheated in 2020. They cheated in 2022. But what would you like to see the Republican Party, for which you are the titular head, do?
If they don't secure the vote, bad things can happen.
How confident are you that you can win and overcome all that you must?
My numbers have gone through the roof because people see it's a hoax. The people get it. We have to win in 2024. If we don't win in 2024, we have not got a country anymore. I really believe that. I know you believe it. I know you believe it probably even more strongly than me. Yeah. If we don't win the election in 2024, I really believe that America is finished. If we do, I think we can bring it back to a level greater than ever before.
You're watching Lindell.
Yeah, I don't think he's bullshitting on that one. I'm kind of with him on that. Oh, this is a good one right here.
Well, here it is. They've been looking for this dude, and he finally talked, but the story is quickly disappearing. So you better find it before Google buries it. What are your thoughts? Well, here it is. They've been looking for this dude, and he finally talked, but the story is quickly disappearing. So you better find it before Google buries it. What are your thoughts? Well, here it is. They've been looking for this dude, and he finally talked, but the story is quick.
Big Mike, his ex-boyfriend is David Apachurcha, has come forward to reveal that she is actually a man named Michael Robinson, and only became Michelle after meeting Barack Obama and having prospects of becoming First Lady. It's official. Yeah, this guy. They keep trying to bury this. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This guy's... I think it's estrogen they take to grow boobs or something. Man boobs. I love this chick. Hopefully she wins because they're doing better every time.
So let's talk about one thing that the press hasn't reported. We just listened to testimony from a man who has such distinct recognitions as an accounting expert that even Letitia James's team and the OAG's team used him themselves as an accounting expert. Professor Bartov was the New York Attorney General's expert in the Exxon case. Let's start there. But today, when he was on the other side, they spent the entire day objecting because he was giving testimony that didn't suit their claims. His testimony included that there was absolutely, and I quote, no fraud, that the statement of financial condition for President Trump was understated, that there was no evidence of concealment, and that, in fact, President Trump's statements of financial condition had something that most other statements of financial condition don't have. 18 pages of descriptions and details about his properties, about his trophy assets, things that most people don't need to do and wouldn't do. The reason, because he had nothing to hide and he didn't conceal anything. This is not a publicly traded company. This is a private company. And the Attorney General is now sticking her nose into private companies. This is a very scary moment for our country.
Yeah.
We have to have boundaries. We have to have laws.
Yeah.
They were objecting every 5 minutes. And I really give credit today to the press that was in there. I did look at some of the feed and it was accurate. There was absolutely no fraud. The statements were undervalued. And President Trump and the Trump Organization provided Deutsche Bank with everything they needed. Last week, we heard banks make clear that they thought they were a trophy client. They were the big whale that they wanted to get, and they valued their relationship. They said that holds true today. I don't know why we're here. I've said it before, and I say it again.
That's it. I know why they're there. She knows why they're there. It's bullshit. They just want to do whatever they can to put this man in fucking jail. Yep, Tim Russer was awesome. Meet the Press. That was a real Meet the Press guy. That's when, and because he really looked at both sides. He really looked at both sides. He got fired because he looked at both sides. Well, it wasn't really both sides. It's kind of like Tucker. And who's the guy? Brian Regan or Regan, Tim Regan or Brian Regan. Anyway, he was on MSNBC. What a lot of all the journalists or people that are on mainstream media, if they hint or if they in any way reveal the duopoly, they're gone. They're gone. Ed Schultz, miss him too, absolutely. So, and he was a so that's basically what happens to these people is they start to talk about these, the Republicans are all voting for the same thing more. Oh, they're all voting for the same thing, Big Pharma. Or they're all voting for the same, and never doing anything for the people. They're always taking care of their donors. And it's not us. You're not the donor. You're 10, 20, $100, that whatever, thousand, nothing compared to what they're getting greased in their Cayman Island accounts, their Swiss bank accounts, their South African accounts, just everywhere. You're not getting that money. You're not giving them that money. They don't listen. You're not their advertisers. But this right here, what's going on with Trump is it's a witch hunt, absolutely, but at the same time, it's a deterrent. It's to do whatever they can to get them to tell you that he's what they're trying to say, which is they're trying to convey, they're trying to get people, and some people still buying it. Oh, he's a criminal. That's not the case. He's not a fucking criminal. He's like the opposite of Biden. Biden is the criminal. Trump is the anti-criminal, in my opinion. For sure. And if you have a problem with that, come on my show and I'll prove you wrong. Because I was there. A lot of us were there. I've done my research, man. He's not the criminal. Oh, look. Here's one. Here's a criminal right here. I don't care about the music, you fucking TikTok. Right? Adam Schiff visited FCI Island over 70 times. Right? Over 70 times. Yet he's still allowed to enter that place of greatness. That's just crazy to me. That's just fucking crazy to me. Makes no sense. No fucking sense. This is terrible. Listen to this, what they're doing at the border.
Has exposed a startling policy by the Biden. Big news out of Arizona. Sheriff Mark Lamb has exposed a startling policy by the Biden administration. Illegal border crossers are reportedly receiving $5,000 gift cards and free plane tickets upon entry. Lamb highlights the national security risks, pointing to unvetted military-aged men from global hotspots like China and Africa benefiting from this scheme. As Americans struggle financially, our government spending on illegal immigrants is under scrutiny. A recent Homeland Security report reveals the fiscal burden on taxpayers is a staggering $451 billion annually. This raises serious concerns about financial accountability
seen that number
and national
before.
security as unvetted individuals are entering the country. Sheriff Lamb's statements paint a picture of fiscal recklessness and a disregard for American citizens, challenging the administration's priorities. Dive deeper, tap the link on our channel.
Yeah, pretty sad. That's happening. Isn't that fucking crazy? This is nuts, man. This is fucking nuts. There was another one here. Or maybe it's on my Twitter. Let's see here. Eric Schmidt, there's my boy. Went out to the fucking border to look for himself. Yeah, that background, that's definitely not, that's Texas or something, El Paso. I think he's probably somewhere up around El Paso. Because that's where they usually go down there. Yeah, he's down there. I think I already shared this. Or did I already share this? No, I'll share it again. All right. Yeah. This is why the prisoners riot. We learn nothing. Mercy must be taught. If all the law-abiding society is cruel and violent and merciless, what is the point in them ever respecting the law? Disgusting to see captive people abused. This is why the tortures against the demon. Okay. Secretary failed the police Joe Biden. It's a dereliction of duty of the Secretary Mayorkas. Oh, what happened? Why is my computer doing something strange? Oh shit, what's happening? Am I still on? Uh-oh. Anyway, I was going to get off anyway. Let me see if am I still up here? I think I'm still here. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm still on. Okay, good. All right. I think I'm done. I think I pretty much made the points that I wanted to tonight. Let me just check real quick. I recommend you guys check out Last American Vagabond. He's got some good stuff. Go to this website. You got some good stuff. Who else are we going to here? Okay, not there. Cancel. Let's checking that place out. Check that. Why do I even have that up? Oh my god. Fuck. Let's check this real fast. I'm going to go back here. Alright. What do we got? Oh, this is good. See the McDonald's in the background? There's your models. Future models. I think those are all CGI, honestly. But anyway. Every video in the writing, James. Yeah, this is a good one. When James, this is a good one you guys need to watch. Go to Dr. Drew. He'll come right up on YouTube. Yeah, so I said every video or writing of James Corbett is the most educational college professor's course anyone could be fortunate to witness or and retain. Yeah, he's very well educated man. Unlike some of us. Here's the thing on Willie Sean. That's an interesting portrait. What the hell is that about? Oh, this is the site. This is the site from it. Series-science.com. You know, I'm going to play this. You know why I'm going to play this? Because I want people to see the craziness. You got to know who you're dealing with, and here's the crazy. Here's the crazy. Here it comes.
Donald Trump is having a worse year than Richard Nixon, and it's insane. Right now, Donald Trump is in court arguing that he has presidential immunity, and so he can't be held accountable for his crimes. Let's be honest here. He isn't even saying he's innocent anymore because there is so much evidence stacked against him that he can't claim he's innocent. So he's saying, yes, I am guilty, but I get presidential immunity because I was president when I committed the crime. That is not how it works. When our founders put into place an impeachment process and checks and balances, never did they write anything about presidential immunity because we don't have kings in America. We have presidents. Presidents like Nixon, who had to resign when he committed saying he's innocent anymore because there is so much evidence stacked against him that
It's all, see, but no claims. I mean, this guy's, let me see what he has. He doesn't have, he thought 2023 was bad and 24 just started. He hasn't a president any longer and has no immunity. That, what the fuck? He's got one response. He's got one comment. He got 42 people. He's got 42 likes and one response. This has been up all fucking day. Dude, I see what you're trying to do, but you're sucking at it. You're gonna get fired. You're just a fucking idiot. And these people are just terrible at what they do. It's like a TikTok commercial or a YouTube short commercial. They're just so obvious, like right off the bat, just the way they speak, the way they talk. Hey guys, look it up. Oh, you gotta see this. Oh, this is important. Fucking just crap. These people are just crap. Crazy, dude. He's just an actor. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking. If he knew what he fucking was talking about, he'd be talking about the 14th Amendment. And yes, he does have an immunity.
Listen to this joke by this kid. It's on point.
What you gotta say? I want to tell a joke. It's about all this stuff. So Obama, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi are all in an airplane together with the pilot. So Obama says, I'm going to throw this $100 bill out the window and make one American happy. And Hillary says, I'm going to throw $200 out the window and make 2 Americans happy. And Nancy Pelosi says, I'm going to throw 100 $100 bills out the window and make 100 Americans happy. And the pilot says, I can throw all 3 of you out the window and make all of America happy.
That's good.
I speak facts.
True.
What'd he say? He didn't stutter. Play with it. Trump 2020.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That's funny. Yeah. We don't need these people. They're terrible. They're just
Donald
terrible.
Trump is having a worse year than
Why am I still going back to that fucking piece of shit? He's only got 42
At
likes.
White House Senior Living, our residents feel right at
this is
home.
good.
Our vibrant facility offers delightful activities and outings, round-the-clock professional care, and exquisite house-made meals.
Well, I've been eating everything that's put in front of me. I've been eating all Italian foods, basically.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream.
White House Senior Living, where residents feel like presidents. At White House Senior Living, our residents feel right at home. Our vibrant facility offers delightful activities and outings, round-the-clock professional care.
That is fucking genius. Round-the-clock care.
A democracy is a political system in which the people periodically, by majority vote at the polls, select their rulers. The rulers then have absolute power to make whatever laws they please by majority vote among themselves. In a constitutional republic, the people also, by majority vote at the polls, select rulers, who make laws by majority vote among themselves. But the rulers cannot make any laws they please because the Constitution severely restricts their lawmaking power. The ideal of a democracy is universal equality. The ideal of a constitutional republic is individual liberty. In this century, great strides have been made toward the goal of subverting our republic and transforming it into a democracy. The foremost tactic of the subverters is subversion of language. By calling America a democracy until people thoughtlessly accept and use the term, totalitarians have obscured the real meaning of American principles of government. Writers of the Constitution were anxious to safeguard liberty against dictatorship, monarchy they called it. But their chief anxiety was to protect the country against democracy. Edmund Randolph, delegate to the Constitutional Convention from Virginia, said the general object of the convention was to provide a cure for the follies and fury of democracy. Elbridge Gerry and Roger Sherman, delegates from Massachusetts and Connecticut, urged the Constitutional Convention to create a system to eliminate the evils that flow from the excess of democracy. Alexander Hamilton, delegate from New York, said, "We are now forming a Republican government. Real liberty is not found in democracy. If we incline too much to democracy, we shall soon shoot into a monarchy." John Adams, one of the giants of the American Revolutionary period, said, "Democracy will envy all, contend with all, endeavor to pull down all. And when by chance it happens to get the upper hand for a short time, democracy will be revengeful, bloody, and cruel." America was founded not as a democracy, but as a constitutional republic. We pledge allegiance to the republic, for which our flag stands, not to a democracy. The Constitution requires a republican form of government for all states, but does not mention democracy, and neither does the Declaration of Independence or the Bill of Rights. A woman asked him what kind of government the convention had given America, and Franklin replied, "A republic, if you can keep it." Very old and very wise, Franklin saw through the mists of time to the day when Americans might trade their freedom in a constitutional republic for the promise of government guaranteed equality and security in a democracy. And beyond that, to the day when democracy inevitably degenerates into dictatorship, guaranteeing nothing but poverty and serfdom for the people it robs and rules.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of historians that'll say that, but that's basically what it is. It's never been a democracy. It's been a republic. And I don't know where they get the democracy thing, because it's nowhere. To the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, that's what I remember saying when I was a kid. You know, I was doing my indoctrination process to my country. I get it. But I was proud of it. And then we all stood together. And then we went and played. All of us. You know, we weren't segregated. It was good. These people are fucking assholes, these democrats. They're not what they claim they are. They're full of shit. They're full of shit.
Don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
We've come too far from where we started. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. My fellow Americans, I don't think the good Lord brought us this far to leave us behind.
Don't feel.
Just theater, a bunch of idiots. I like listening to Trump, and I'm going to tell you why. And I think this is important for everybody to know. Because he does have a teleprompter. But he'll go this way, and he'll go that way. And that's the great thing about it, which I never noticed until recently, is that he doesn't have to stay on the script. They want him to. He doesn't have to. See, that's the difference between everyone else. For decades, they were always succumbing to the global pedo-predator class, especially Pedo Joe, who he just listens to his handlers, right? Just his handlers. People like Dick Durbin, same thing. Listen to their handlers. But that, you gotta notice that about him. He just doesn't. He's like, you know, fuck you. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. Is that the American way? I think that is. I think that is the American way, when you can just fucking talk about what you want to fucking talk about. Now, you don't want to talk about certain things. I get it. But in regards to what he says, he doesn't have to stay on the script. If he doesn't like the fucking script, he can say, you know what, I don't like this fucking part. I'm going to go somewhere else with this. And he can do whatever he wants. That's the American way. Right? You don't fall in line. That's not the, 6 feet safe. Put on your mask. Take your fucking medication. Take your fucking Kool-Aid. Right? That's the democratic way. Democratic. Just evil fuckers. Yeah, it's, it's pathetic, but it's also just so obvious that these people, there's just so much out there to prove. I just can't believe I fucking fell for that, 15 years ago. And then I voted for Bush twice, and then I voted for Obama twice, and then I voted, before that I voted for Perot, by the way, and not Bill Clinton. I remember. And then, but I think I voted for him again. I think the second time I voted for, anyway. And I think I voted for some idiot Green Party person in this last go round, because I really didn't. I had the Orange Man Bad syndrome. I would, and I kind of had it in early 2020. I was pissed off about him telling everybody to take this Kool-Aid. I was pissed. I didn't like that, and him buying all that fucking 200 million doses. I was not happy with that. But then I thought, and nobody told me where to go and how to think on this. I need to cut my fingernails. Anthony Fauci is a great salesman. He still is. He's still alive. He's still selling people. But he and his team sold Trump. Because when Megyn Kelly's interview, and she said, I am Kool-Aid injured, Trump didn't really have a response. He usually comes right back and has, just quick as a whip, a response. But he paused. He goes, I remember that. It hit him off guard. And he's gonna apologize. It's gonna happen. He's got to. He's got to be. I think he'll apologize for being played, but he's got to give Fauci his credit. You got to give Fauci that credit. He got a lot of people if I could take that thing. People I've worked with were strong and powerful and knew what the fuck they were doing and smart. But no, they just couldn't see the fucking writing on the wall, The thing that got me was it was completely indemnified. That means if I buy the toaster and it explodes in my house, I can't sue anybody. Why would I want that fucking toaster in my house? That's it. And then I was watching Stevie fucking just work all. It was terrible just to watch that too. Anyway, that's about it. I got for Rachel Maddow was on the island too. Who was it that's a Democrat that wasn't? I mean, I said earlier, both 90% of the people that were on that fucking island were Democrats. The rest were the rhinos. This is very telling. It's shameful, disgusting, but yet very telling. Who the fucking sick fucks are. Because they're out there. Aloha, everybody. Thanks for watching. This is James with Wanna Talk. Aloha.